This was a video tweeted out by the BJP. It clearly shows that it's not just the conversion that is the problem, but also the fact that Hindu gods and goddesses were denigrated there. The minister in question, CNN News 18, confronted him. He claims innocence. He says it was not his intention to hurt any religion and that he had gone there in his personal capacity. The BJP has latched on, accusing the Aam Aadmi Party of being an anti-Hindu party. The question is, why should the gods of any religion be insulted to make a point? And can a minister who is sworn in by the constitution of this land claim that he had gone to a public function in his personal capacity?
Another day, another controversy for the Aam Aadmi Party. This time, a massive row has erupted over a video tweeted by the Delhi BJP.
गौरी गणपति आदि हिंदू धर्म के किसी भी देवी देवताओं को नहीं मानूंगा और ना ही उनकी पूजा करूंगा.
In the video, thousands of people can be seen taking an oath and converting to Buddhism.
ईश्वर नहीं मानूंगा.
In the video, the AAP minister Rajendra Pal Gautam can be seen on the stage while thousands are taking an oath in an alleged mass conversion rally. People were allegedly asked to pledge not to worship the Hindu gods and goddesses.
ब्रह्मा विष्णु और महेश को कभी ईश्वर नहीं मानूंगा.
Facing flack from all spheres, the AAP minister is adamant and defended the event, saying it has nothing to do with politics.
ये आयोजन भारतीय बौद्ध महासभा हर साल आयोजित करती है. इसका राजनीति से कोई लेना नहीं है, किसी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी से कोई लेना नहीं. हम लोग सभी धर्मों को आदर और सत्कार करते हैं, सबकी आस्था की इज्जत करते हैं.
नहीं मानूंगा.
The opposition BJP is up in arms, terming the AAP Sarkar a Hindu विरोधी party.
मैं अरविंद केजरीवाल से कहता हूं कि 24 घंटे के अंदर ऐसे मंत्री को बर्खास्त करना चाहिए और नहीं तो हम पुलिस में कंप्लेंट देंगे.
Already caught in the fire of the alleged liquor and DTC scam, should the Aam Aadmi Party sack its minister and come out clean?
All right, this evening on The Talking Point, Anuja Kapoor is spokesperson of the BJP, Prashant Gadhvi is a political analyst, Ratan Sharda, RSS researcher and author, and Kevin Mathew will also be joining our social activist. Anuja Kapoor, Mr. Rajendra Pal Gautam, the minister in question, says he went there in his personal capacity. I'm not sure what personal capacity means for somebody who is constitutionally sworn in as a minister of the government of Delhi. Does that defense cut ice with you, the fact that he's saying that this has nothing to do with the Aam Aadmi Party or the government? He went there in his personal capacity, and this is something that is organized by the Bodh Mahasabha every single year.
So, Zaka, as you've asked, what is his personal capacity in public consent? This is where the whole controversy lies. He is talking about that it was in his own capacity he went. If this thing has happened with BJP, they would not have asked us and would not have questioned the BJP and gave us asked for tweets and resignations of the XYZ. But when it comes to them, and now they are under the line of fire, they are saying that Arvind Kejriwal ji is very angry with this minister. But have you seen any PC being given by this Arvind Kejriwal's party? No. Who is giving PC every 5 minutes and taunting BJP? He has not said anything against his minister. He is there giving PC for Manish Sisodia, that he's a Kattar Imandar, for Satyendra Jain, he's a Kattar Imandar, Tahir Hussain, Amanatullah. But when it is coming about Hinduism, he is not doing any PC. Rather, he projects himself and goes out and wears a tilak and wears the mala and wears bhagwa clothes and presenting himself as a Hindu.
Okay.
And then he's in his minister. The ideology of that party shows that they endorse this, and the ideology of the party shows that the ministers who speak such ill-fit anti-Hindu venom endorses it. Arvind Kejriwal stands with them, and he wants that this kind of appeasement policy should be kept going, because it is only voters.
The
they have
problem,
nothing to
the
do
problem
with the religion.
is not that anyone is free to convert to any religion as long as it's out of their free will and there's no inducement or nobody is forcing them to convert. The problem in that video, and the problem that a minister of the Delhi government is attending that and is seemingly leading this pledge, is that it denigrates Hindu gods. मैं ब्रह्मा, विष्णु और महेश में विश्वास नहीं करूंगा, उनको मानूंगा नहीं. ये सब कहने की मतलब क्या है? There was no need to do that. There's no need to denigrate the god of any other religion just because you have converted to one religion. I think that is the nub of the problem. And the minister, I'm sorry, I mean, I don't think once you are in public life, whether you're a minister or not, once you are elected to public office, there is no such thing as personal capacity. You are a public official, you are in the glare of the media, you're in the glare of your constituents, you're in the glare of the public. You do not have the luxury of saying, मैं अपने personal capacity पे गया था.
So absolutely, as you rightly said, there is nothing like a personal. See, once you are carrying some cap, or you are a public figure, and you are, leader of or a minister of one state, then everything should be on a public. First thing. Secondly, as you also rightly said, freedom of speech. It is definitely there for the constitution, for the people of India. But at the same time, where to use, how to use, it should be on the understanding of individuals, that where and how we can use. As Mr. Pal has, he was kind of forcing to take an oath regarding मैं ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश को नहीं मानता हूँ. So are you trying to create your own spiritual world like other dharma guru? Because already we are struggling and we are facing a lot of issues regarding love jihad. So how come this third parameter comes into a picture after Hindu Muslim? So Buddhism, you are creating your own another world of spiritual world like Buddhism. You are forcing taking an oath. इनको नहीं मानता हूं, तो what you want to try to prove? First thing. Secondly, as I was trying to convey that love jihad is between two other regions, and you are creating group within your territory, within your region. And my question to every booth: you are only in your living certificate, are you writing only Buddh or a Hindu booth?
Okay.
So it is a Hindu religious. So why? Because it is creating a spark. Already your opposition or another political parties are trying to gauge you or trying to dig out something outside from your mouth.
Okay. Let me go to Ratan Sharda as well. Ratan Sharda, there are problems at multiple levels with this video. One, the fact that a sitting minister has gone for this Maud convention, as it were. Secondly, like I said, the fact that you can convert to whatever religion you want to convert, but you don't need to insult the gods of Hindu religion while you're doing that. And most importantly, as Anuja said, the Aam Aadmi Party comes out and defends every half hour. We've had press conference from AAP, when the Liquorgate scam happened, when Satyendra Jain was questioned by the ED, when Manish Sisodia was raided. Every half hour, every 1 hour, they've come out and put out press conferences. But since this morning, we have not heard anything official on record from the Aam Aadmi Party. Yes, there was source-based information that Mr. Kejriwal is very upset with what Mr. Gautam has done or said, but nothing on the record. I mean, if on the record, the party should have come and said, we have nothing to do with what Mr. Gautam said. We condemn the fact that he went there, whether it is in personal capacity or as minister, whatever the case may be. He had no business being part of a function where gods of any religion were denigrated. We haven't heard that.
Well, Zaka, it is something similar to what we hear, sources say that Sonia Gandhi is upset or Rahul Gandhi is upset when something happens. This means nothing. See, AAP is copying the copybook of Congress whom it wants to replace. It is no more the party that it claimed to be. It is corrupt, thoroughly corrupt. It is thoroughly corrupted both morally as well as financially. It has the same secular agenda, which means if you are secular, you must abuse, must insult Hindus and must create hate against Hindus. This is the formula for many years now. And thirdly, the personal capacity. So any big leader in Congress says anything, it becomes personal capacity. So where is the party? Where is the organization? Now coming to much more serious issue. Let me first of all admit that these 22 oaths is not something that these people have invented. These were actually said by Dr. Ambedkar during Dhamma Parivartan Chakra in Nagpur when he did the conversion.
Yeah.
But that was the time Dr. Ambedkar had faced harrowing time. His followers had faced harrowing times. They had no power. They were totally marginalized. At that time, Ambedkar carried a lot of bitter memories. Even Congress had forsaken him, never allowed him to win any elections.
Mm-hmm.
So at that time, in that anger of the mood, he made those statements. But he never meant hurt Hindu Dharma because he never allowed his followers to go to Islam or Christianity. This very fact that he stuck to the dharmic values of Bharat shows that his roots were very deep in Bharat. He abhorred the hypocrisy and the atrocities of high caste Hindus, which is correct. But by the same yardstick, these people talk about the atrocities on Dalits by the Muslim invaders or even current Muslims.
No, but Ratanji, how do you then respond to what Mr. Gautam is saying, that this was the exact same pledge that was taken in 1956, and this has been taken for years since. So you can't blame him, is what he's saying.
That's what I'm coming to. Situation has changed. Dr. Ambedkar himself created a constitution which gave rights to everybody, including reservation. The place for the Dalits has risen astronomically in every field of life, and we cannot have the same yardstick result at the time of Dr. Ambedkar. Are you saying that from Dr. Ambedkar's constitution to today, 75 years or 70 years, nothing has changed? If that is true, then why they are not talking of Christian conversions? Why they are not talking of Muslim conversions? AAP is ruling in Punjab. There people are converted to Christianity in big numbers. Has AAP ever opened its mouth? Has it opened its mouth for the atrocities of Muslims on Dalit people? No, he will only talk of Hindus, because there is inherent vote bank issue, there is inherent hate that AAP cannot hide.
Kevin Matthews, on the one hand, Mr. Kejriwal and the Aam Aadmi Party are trying to be more Hindu than the BJP. We've seen, all the puja celebrations, him reciting the Hanuman Chalisa just before the election, all of that, which is fine. Nobody has a problem with that. But on the other hand, you can't be brooking a convention like this where, like I said, anybody is free to convert as long as you're an adult, as long as you're not being forced or not being induced to convert, that is fine. But the oath that's being taken there says, "Main Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh ko nahi manunga." That is insulting of Hindu gods. You don't need to convert to another religion by insulting the gods of a second religion. I mean, that is the problem. And a minister who's constitutionally sworn into office leading that pledge, that is a problem.
See, sir, I understand that, and since sentiments were heard, that is definitely because faith is something that is very close to all of us, and it's very close to a person. And faith and spirituality is, and where sentiments are heard, that should be taken into consideration. It is ideal that we always take into consideration the sentiments of the people around us. But having said that, the problem is it's not always about politics. It is not about Hindus or BJPs or Aam Aadmi or Congress or any other party. This is not a political issue on a first side. And I am so saddened by the fact that BJP is taking up every thing like that position politically, because that changes the demographics of this. Because even, see, they took the pledge because they felt they have been wrong. Yes, and that is their individual thing, and that is not a political position for God's sake. That's a personal position.
No, I'm not even getting into the politics of. No, one second, Kevin. I'm not even getting into the politics of it. I am again not begrudging any of the people there who wanted to convert or did convert to Buddhism. It's their free right. The Constitution gives them that right. But what it does not give them is the right to insult gods of a particular religion while they are doing that conversion. I mean, that is where the problem is.
So, I concede. And if sentiments were heard, I think we should find some middle ground and take people into confidence. But and there are two sides to it. Was there a criminal insult? Was there an act that has to be that has to become sub judice at some point of time? That's a different story. So if that is there, then we have our own legal system. We have our own courts.
Okay, let me ask Anuja that. What Kevin is saying is there was no communal incident, there was no violence. These were all adult individuals who came and converted. So you can't make a big deal of it because it was not like it led to any flare up.
No, sir. Let me come.
Anuja. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Kevin, just a second. So, Kevin, I feel very sad listening to you, and it really wrenches my heart. So, I don't know, why do you say this? So, it means that you also endorse that the god and goddess of any religion should be insulted like this publicly. No, don't do that. Please, the Constitution doesn't allow. Sir, Kevin, allow me to speak. Kevin, no, Kevin, you have to be quiet. No, Kevin, you have to be quiet. So, Zakaji, what I am trying to put through is that it is very sad to see that the people like Kevin are sitting there in all the crowds and they allow the god and goddess of any religion to be insulted in front of the people. This is where the situation comes. What did BJP do? BJP has taken a stand on the insult, not on the conversion. Be very true and be very particular about this. The FIR is on the incitement of trying to do the communal rights, trying to do that. And you have also insulted the god and goddess. The BJP has put a FIR towards minister.
Kevin, respond 30 seconds and I'll give Ratanji the final word after this. 30 seconds, Kevin, to respond to Anuja and then Ratanji after that. Yeah.
Two things. Wow. I've always maintained that I've not endorsed any of the actions that have happened there. And if anybody's feelings have been hurt, I said they should be taken into consideration.
Okay.
Feelings have to be
all right. What's your second point?
Feelings have been affected. They have to be taken. That was my statement. She is putting words into my mouth.
What is the second point?
Now, so the question that she has.